Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. When I was 27 years old, I left a demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I went to teach 7th grade math in the New York public school, and that when like teacher, I made quiz and tests. I give out the homework assignment, and when the homework come back, I calculated grade. What struck me was that IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst student. Some of my stronger performance did not have stratospheric IQ score. Some of my smart kids weren't doing so well. But that got me thinking the kind of things we need to learn in 7th grade math. So they are hard. Ratio, decimal, the area of parallelogram, but these concepts are not impossible. And I was firmly convinced of that every one of my students could learn if they work hard and long enough. After several years I'm teaching, I come to conclusion that what we need in education is a much better understanding and learning from motivational perspective and psychology perspective. In education, the one things we know the measure to measure best is IQ. But this, if you doing well in school and doing well in life, you depends to your on much more than your ability so quickly and easily. So I left the classroom. I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. I went to every study. My question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to Waypoint Military Academy to predict which cadets would to stay in training military and which would to drop out. We went to National Spelling Bee to predict which children would advance further in competition. We studied teacher working in really top neighborhoods, asking which teachers are still doing in here to teaching by the end of the school year, and of those who will the most effective at improving learning of their students. We partnered with private companies, asking who does sell people to keep going in their job, who is to going earn the most money, and in every in different contexts. One of characteristic in a significant predictor of success, it wasn't social. It was a social intelligence. It wasn't good look, physical health. It wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and persevere in for every long-term goals. Grit is stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for a week, not just for a month, but for a year. And working really hard to make that future in a reality. Grit is living life like is marathon, not a sprint. After a few years ago, I started studying grit in Chicago public school, and I asked thousands of high school junior to take grit questionnaire, and I waited around more than a year to who would graduate. Turned out that grittier kids were significant more likely to graduate. Even when I measure on every characteristic I could measure, things I like: family income, standardized achievement test score, even how safe kids I felt when they were in school. It's not just West Point or National Spelling Bee. The grit matters. It is cool. This especially for kids at risk a dropout. To me, the most shocking things about grit is how little we know, how little science know about building it. Every day, teachers and parents ask me how I build grit in kids. What do I do to teach kids a solid work ethic? How I keep them motivated for a long run? The honest answer is I don't know. When I do know is that talent doesn't make you gritty. In our data show, it's very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply don't follow through of commitments. In fact, in our data, grit is unrelated, even is inversely related to measure of talent. So far, the best I have heard about building grit is something called growing mindset. This is an idea developed at Stanford University by Carol Dweck. It is believed that the ability to learn is not fixed. That it can change with your effort. Dr. Dweck has shown that kids read and learn about brain and how it changes and grow in response to challenge. They are more likely to reserve to that where I'm going to remix at the end of my remix, because that's where we are. That's the work that stands for us. We need to take our best ideas, our stronger intuition, and we need to test them. We need to measure whether we have been successful, and have to be willing to fail, to be wrong, to start over again with the lesson learned. In other words, we need to be gritty about getting our kids greater. Thank you.